Welcome back to the channel. I got a project here, I think. Might be video worthy, I'm not sure. If you can see here, we got some oil leaking. We've got, on this hydraulic dump trailer, this level is right about here. So it's leaking. And the good part is this part of the frame won't rust. But other than that, it's starting to lose a little bit more, and I noticed a drip on the ground the other day. So we zoom in here. It looks like, I don't know if you can even see it yet. On the bottom of this pump, I'm hoping it's something simple. There's a little, I don't even know what it is. It looks like either a missing screw or, well, it says GND on it. It says ground. That may not be the problem. If that's what it is, it's a like a ground cable would hook to that. I thought possibly the hydraulic fluid was leaking out of that, but it's really wet right along in this area. So I'm wondering if maybe there's an O-ring behind here that's leaking. And if so, I'd like it to get it taken care of, because see, this is getting a lot of oil in here. And that's fine until it starts dripping on the driveway, and then it's making a mess. These hydraulic hoses, they look clean and dry. There's two of those. The body of this reservoir has a big clamp on it. I don't think it's leaking under that, but it is wet right here, and it's clean right here. So I think, is that a 9/16? And then it looks like it's got a hex in it, so there's an adjustment on it. Maybe I'll run the dump trailer up a little, and that might use a little bit of fluid up. I got a load on here, so I can't go up very high. Let me go look to see, because I don't want to dump the load off. I think I can go up pretty high, yeah. But what that'll do is that'll lower the fluid down. About half full now. I'm going to check. I want to make sure I don't dump this out. I got a bunch of stuff on here. I can probably go up another 15 degrees or so, and that'll use up some fluid just in case it starts leaking. I don't want to lose a lot of it, you know. Alright, our load's shifting, so I got to stop there. Our level looks to be down here now. What I should do, obviously, is unhook all this and pull it out and clean it up and look it over, but I don't really want to do that. This is a Monarch hydraulics. Let's see here. Can't really read it. Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's a Monarch. But you fill the reservoir, and then it goes into the pump here with one big pipe clamp. But it's wet right here, so that's what I want to attack. I want to clean these up, take them off. I think it's an Allen key, about a 1/4 inch, 3/16. I'll get one of them so I can hold it still. I don't want to change any adjustments because it works fine. I'll be right back. All right, I grabbed a couple tools and a little flashlight. Just wanted to peek in there. See where it looks to be wet. I would think if it's leaking around this clamp, which it could be, it wouldn't be wet way up here. And I was hoping that I wipe that off and I run it up and down and it would kind of ooze out so I could see where it's leaking. I was going to bring a little brake clean over, but I forgot it. I left it there. I was going to bring a 9/16, but I just brought a crescent adjustable, and neither one of them looked that wet. Let's try this a little bit again. See, it's getting a little air in it because its system's low. So I want to... It does look a little wet right around those threads right there. It does. Let me grab some brake clean. Let me dry this off. Try to get that out of your way so you can see better. Let's see if I can fix this. Alright, I went and got the brake clean. There's some left from a brake job. And should I be like Erica in South Main Auto? Ta-da! I just want to give this a shot just to see if that's where it's coming from, because it's wet on these threads. I don't know how it could go from here, which should drip at the bottom, to get up here. So that's what I was thinking. I don't think it's coming from this hose. There'd be a droplet under it. Just want to blow that dirt out of there just in case we take it apart. Boy, don't that come out like 90 miles an hour out of brake clean? Alright, clean that off. There is a lot of oil down in here. I don't think there's a pinhole in the bucket because it would be quite low. I thought it was leaking only while it's being used, but like right now, to me, I always thought by glancing in there, it was coming out of the hole where it says ground. Right in there, GND. I could get the pressure washer and clean this thing right out before I do anything. Let's run that up and down a couple times. Get all the air in it. There it is. Check it out, right there. See that? That's oil. So I am correct that it's coming out of this second, or I should say the first one from the bottom. It's got to be an O-ring or something behind there. I should look and see. I think I got a siphon pump. I could siphon the oil out of this. It probably wouldn't kill me to lose a, I don't know, a quart. I would imagine if I can take the tank off, there's no pressure on the tank. So if I ran it up as high as I could, it'd use up most of the oil. Unscrew this, take the tank right out of here so I can clean this out. Actually, I don't want water and dirt inside of that though. And unbolt this. It bolts from the bottom. See, that's where a lot of oil's coming to. But I see it coming out of that bolt. So let's see if something simple like the bolt's loose. And this wrench is not going to work great. The only thing it would do, now I can tell what size it is. That does look like 9/16. So let me get some wrenches over here. Alright, I got a 9/16. Dawson's over there doing a project. It fits, but is so fat here, it won't clear the second one. That's great. And then these are American. That fits good. That's 3/16. What you want to do, I think, I don't know, but is you want to hold this from turning if it's an adjustment on something. Let's see if I can turn this. Well, it turns super easy. Wouldn't that be cool if there's nothing wrong, just loose? Oh, now that whole thing's spinning. So I gotta hold this from turning, but that's really loose. I'm gonna get that nut off. See if there's like a washer or an O-ring. Not sure what he's doing over there. I think he's doing something on his deck. That impact's pretty loud. Hey, cool it over there. Cool it over there. You got something quieter? So, let's see what's behind there, right? Now, it was coming out on the thread, so it'd be up here at the washer level. I would imagine it'd leak anytime if that's under pressure. So if I left the bed up, it'd be under pressure. Except this bed doesn't drop. It never drops. Wherever I leave it would stay there forever. I think I've left it up all winter and it stayed up. So I don't know, guys. Do I pop this off in there? It looks it. Yeah. There we go. There's a washer. A flat washer. And oh, there's a sealing washer. So there's one with a gasket on it. Is that bolt turning? No. Won't cause a mess here. So that's a special washer. It's got a rubber gasket on the inside of it. And it's egg-shaped. Well, it looks like a triangle. I wonder if it's designed like that. So I think that's where it should be leaking. Right out them threads. So now to confirm that's the one, which I'm pretty sure it is, run this up and down a little bit. It's coming out by the thread there a little bit. I guess I could look it up online, and yeah, it's coming out this side now. I could look it up online to see what they do. It must be speed, some kind of speed control or something. I'm not sure. But probably what we ought to do is put it back together and tighten it up and see if I can make it happen. But see how tight that fits. Should I get a measurement on it? Probably don't need that if I took this part number, Q256. Can't read the serial number on it. I don't know why. I like it when they do the metal nameplates instead of a sticker. Put that washer back on. Could have been just loose. Then it's not really video worthy, is it? But that washer tightens right up, just like it's threaded. And we'll put our washer on. Put our nut on. And maybe I'll just crank it down. And I'll look it up, a Monarch pump. Maybe I can just get that gasket washer. Be kind of cool. Wouldn't that be something if it's just loose and that was it? No money. I like fixes like that. But they're a little close together to get a box end wrench on it. And the inside's not turning. That's why I wanted the flashlight, make sure it's not turning. Oh man, it was really loose compared to what I'm going to do to it. I'm going to tighten it if I can get on there good. Maybe I should go see if I got a thin wall 9/16 box end wrench. I could use a socket now probably, as long as the inside's not turning. Just a little repair because I wanted to use the trailer. So I got a thin wall 9/16 cheapy wrench. Oh yeah, it fits right on there now. And then let's snug her up. There we go. Let's do both of them. And this one's tight. I can't even move that one. So the bottom one was super loose. Okay. I wonder why. Maybe they had to adjust it when I purchased it years ago. I never did anything to this, and I bought this in 2008. Been a pretty good trailer. So I think what I'll do is I'll run it down. Sounds like there's air in it. And then let's top it off with fluid. I think this just takes tractor fluid, you know, just, yeah, that's the color of it. And it looks like it needs about almost 2 quarts. So let me go get some of that in a funnel. All right, I got some VP Racing Ultra hydraulic oil. That's what we ran in the tractor. Looks like we need about 2 quarts. Looks like I can see it from here, as long as we don't overflow it. I'm sure there's a full mark on it somewhere, but I think I know it's supposed to be almost full when it's down. When it goes up, the cylinders extend, you need more fluid. There, it's right to the top. Probably 1.5 quarts. And then we'll run it through a couple cycles as far as I can go, because I got that load. I got 2 aluminum picks on there and some lumber and some other junk, and I don't want to dump them out. It'd be great if I could lift it up all the way, but let's see if it's wet at all right now. I don't think it is, right? No. Well, it's dry now. Let's test this out. And see if it has that airy sound in it, you know? Sounds good going up. Fluid went down about 1/4 inch. Don't tell me it's a fix. I don't see anything leaking. It was an obvious leak before. I put my finger right under there. You saw it. I'm going to keep my eye on it, but this might be it. In the meantime, I'm going to look that up. It's a Monarch, the model 256, Q256, and I can't read the serial number anymore. It looks like the last 2 are 20. I did buy this new. I got the little title on it, whatever, but I think that's all I need is a Monarch dump trailer pump. And they might give me an exploded view and just say what these are called. Got to be a gasket washer. Probably 59 cents. Maybe I should get a couple of them. And then I could pressure wash this out. But what happens is road salt gets flying back at it. Look what it does to the powder coat. So keeping oil in here is going to keep it from rusting. Probably have to spray this hinge again. But I'll pressure wash this and I'll blow all this loose paint out. And then maybe I'll spray a little fluid film on that. Keep that hinge working good. I'm not real keen on powder coat. I think it's a hidden seal. It doesn't stick like paint does. It's basically a shell and it rusts underneath it, you know. All of a sudden you tear off a full sheet of it. But this looks dry. Not sure that's video worthy. I thought we'd have something broken or something falling apart here to fix. But I topped this off. Looks nice and clean now. And hey, I'm going to go back to it. I got a project to do. Thanks for watching. Probably not too good of a video. Little maintenance. Road salt's coming. Probably should leave the leak in there, but leave the oil in there. But I think I will get after this hinge here. Put a little fluid film on it. And probably wouldn't hurt to put a coat of paint on it first. And hey, we'll see you soon. Brought over a wire brush. Get all this loose powder coat. Just flakes right off. Yeah. Just like my last project. If I don't do it right now, it's hard to get back to it. So, the road salt's coming. Probably in another month anyway. So let's get this thing covered up a little bit. This is bent a little bit. Get that straightened up. That looks better. A little bit. If I pressure wash it right now, it'd clean it up pretty nice. But then I wouldn't be able to get any paint on it today. So maybe I should... Maybe I should just scrape off some loose paint, throw some paint on it, and wait another day to pressure wash it. Or, like I said, leave the oil down in there and that's a help in winterize. We're not going to do a restoration. Let's get the loose flaky off. This had a sign on it. It lasted a couple years. This is SureTrac, and it said right on the side of it, powder coat tough. Sure. Look how tough it is. Not around road salt. Just get the loose stuff, you know. Sure wished I lived in a southern state. I'd have nice looking vehicles all the time. Better than it was. Not as good as it could be. No specialized tools. And then I got a snow brush in the truck. Got that out already because it's almost that time. Compressed air would be nice. I'm not going to drive over the garage. parked over here because I didn't want the oil leaking in the driveway. See how much compressed air I have. And then get done one little project at a time. But I want my trailer reliable. I hate to go up to the transfer station and take a load of shingles or some kind of debris in, and the pump won't work, you know, and the dump won't go up. The battery's been pretty good on this. This is a replacement. I put in a 690. It'll probably go up and down 10 times without a charge. Supposed to charge off from the truck. I don't know, but every once in a while I throw a charger on it. If it's not hooked up to the truck, sitting in the driveway, it's not being charged, right? And then I tried the solar charger, and they're not all hyped up. They're hyped up, but they're not all what they say, because it didn't work. I think it worked for about a week, 2 weeks, and then it stopped charging. I checked it with a voltmeter. I got some cheap color place, gloss black. That's Walmart, yeah. Bought for another project. Just get something on here, anything. I don't care how pretty it is. Just to cover it up so I don't get any kind of rust holes or something happening. That Krylon that we used on that stove, that's good stuff. I like the way that comes out. It's got a nice spray tip. These old-fashioned round tips are terrible. And this paint used to be 97 cents, but I don't know if you can get a can of paint for $3 now. They're not even worth it, you know. Doesn't that look a little better? But if you can maintain your stuff, it's a whole lot cheaper than wait until they totally break down and then, we gotta buy stuff. So, quick little repair. Make it look a little bit better. Check for battery corrosion. There is none. So, usually I put grease on when I put them together or something. Alright, it's a win-win, right? Check under here again. Make sure it's not leaking. I think we're in business. I'll keep a watch of it. And thank you for watching. I think I'll hit the top of this a little bit. Right along that hinge. That's probably a poor design too. I think the hinge should have been on the back or something instead of right in the center where the water sets. I got a cat over there hollering. He wants to go in for a snack. So we'll see you soon. Have a nice day.